So in this video, it's going to be about Amberlight 2, which is a graphic design program by Escape Motions. And I've started using these programs by Escape Motions, Flame Painter 4 and Amberlight 2. Previously, I owned the Flame Painter 3 Pro and Amberlight 1. So these are new programs really to me, although if you've used them in the past, they just upgraded, but with some amazing upgrades. And this is especially so for the animation side of things. Now, I personally haven't found any decent instructor videos on about this. So I thought, well, I think I've worked out exactly what you do, so I'll try and do it. So at the beginning of, when you open this up in Amberlight 2, you see the presets, film 2K, film 4K, and what I'm going to do is width 1280, height 720, and 25 frames per second. I'll just see. No, I'm not sure which is my zoom button these days. Yeah, there it is. So here we are. As you can see, there's a width 1280, which is YouTube, and height 720, the 25 frames. This is how I do this thing. And if there's a lot of waffle, please forgive us, because as I say, I've just really worked it out. So, right. So we're just going for this. So never mind about this thing going around this here like now. Now, the important bit is what you see there is these rings. But the navigator on the right, now I've fiddled about with it to get how I would like myself. So, you know, you can do however you want. Blending and layers on the right hand side. Obviously the webcam's there, but it's not really all that important, I wouldn't say, for this demonstration. So what, again, palette. So for whatever color you want, you know, you just change it like that. So let's get on with this animation. So the main things about this is the modifiers. Now, this is a fast computer I use. It's a gaming computer, and it's got steps 5,000. Now, usually I've got an old laptop. It's about 5 years old, quite slow, and I only use like 2,000 steps, so it's quicker to render and things like that. What you'll find here, this is a render image, and the one to the right is a render an animation. This will see when you actually do your own, that when you're doing the animations, they actually see in the render animations taking place. The modifiers, you've got type, random or uniform, the number 50, that's default. I'll just leave it at that. Now type, this is important. Frequency, amplitude, and filter alpha mask. Now I'll just talk a little bit here about alpha mask. The higher you go is brighter, the lower you go is darker to invisibility. So I like mine slightly darker than the default, which is 40. The waves is going to be, you have circle, square, vertical, horizontal. I don't use the circle or none. I just use the square, vertical, and horizontal. Personally, I prefer the square and the horizontal ones. You've got the fields 4, which is the default one, but I'm going to try this down to trying to make it easy for people. I don't think it's an easy thing to do, but just trying to make it as easy as possible. So we go in here and we're trying to pick somewhere around half. So possibly there. So what I was doing is, unfortunately, the webcam's in the way, but there's actually play and stuff like that. Now I was playing it, and all I was getting is just weirdness on the screen. Well, it's not explained properly. You know, it just isn't. But anyway, if you just bear with me here. So, right, we'll go to square. Now you start to see some of these lovely patterns and that Flame Painter does. And frequency, now you see more, amplitude, and you see a load more as well. So what am I going to do here? Right, so here is some really cool effects. Just pop this in here, and you can see some of these stunning works. And I'm going to change the color, try and find something that I like. I mean, there's loads of these things that you can. We'll just do this blood red one until I change my mind, of course. So right, webcam off, so we can see down here on the right hand side. So if we go down here, and I'll just zoom in there, so you got your yeah, so that I was doing this, like playing that, and I wasn't getting any joy at all by doing that, even when I was like putting the, you know, these keyframes in. So what you do is, you know, I'll take that, just unzoom, right. So I'll put a keyframe here at number 1. So with this add frame, which looks like a key, right, so we go there, and now we'll go to 25, and we just pull this along a little bit. So 25. So this is what you would probably see if you were doing playback on this. No, I think some of these effects are absolutely fabulous, I do. Alright, so that's where at 23,000 steps. Alright. So we'll put that in there. I'm just giving this as a demonstration. You can do whatever you want. So now, number 1, number 25, and number 50. So as I said in the beginning about just making that them frames, them time frames. Right, we go to 75. So you get the picture now. Oh, that 50 wasn't recorded, so you just do the 50, find the 50, then go on the top where it's slightly more red, and then it'll go to yellow. There you go, or orange, whatever colour there is to you. So go to 75. I mean, you don't have to do this, but I think this might help its performance, and I've been doing a few of this, so I think it does definitely help. So now we're seeing some more stunning stuff. So we put that in there. So what I'm going to do, I hope you've got the idea there. So 1, 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175, and 200. So that's what you got to do, just what I've done there. So you just click so the next one would be 100. We just go along. Next one would be 100. Click on there, and then when you like what you've seen on the thing on the screen, that's what you'll be seeing. It won't be saying this, because this is what you'll be seeing there now. You won't exactly be seeing that, but you'll be seeing, you know, a much better quality than this. So if you just go to the 100, click that, see what you like. So it's like going there now. It's brighter, and put a 100 in. Do the key at the bottom there. And so you go, and then like sort of, I'm going to do this, but this is what you do because it's going to take a few minutes for me to do, so I don't want to bore you anymore, but I'm going to come back and then we'll like sort of render it, and then when you render it, it's like it takes a while depending on how good your computer is, how fast your computer is, and we'll just see, you know, and we'll see what the results of these things are. So just stay tuned and see what I can produce. So now I'm back a little bit, and as you can see on the right hand side, this again is the navigator. Again, I told you about palette, navigator. This is just how I like my way, so I know what I'm doing in my head. So this is what you won't see the circular thing. Now we're going to render. So how to render this is go to Scene, Final Render, and I'm going to put render 7 for this because I'll put some stuff in, and this is going to go to my Amber Flame folder. So apply this and render. So now this is going to take some time, and you'll see this, and what you want to do is you can go away, have a cup of coffee, and you'll probably still not be done. But hey, when you see the images, they're only about 8 seconds, but like it's when you do it, you like feel a sense of accomplishment because it's interesting. It's like sort of creating another form of art. So yeah, so I'll come back when this is done, and I'll show you my creation here, and hopefully this has gone somewhere to help somebody to understand the world of creation and creating animations in Amberlight. So hopefully this will all work. So now that's rendered. It took about 25 minutes, I would say. So bear in mind that this is a fast machine, and I've got an older one which I've used for these renderings. Now you can use Amberlight too on an old machine quite easy, I found, but the rendering is a bit difficult. But of course you can use a screenshot program to get good animations, which won't take anywhere near as long. But we'll try this animation 7. Haven't tried it while I've been away or anything, so we'll just go for it now. Right. Yeah, I mean, as I say, that was only a demonstration, and it does what it needs to do for a demonstration, and that's pretty cool. But it's a game of like where you just playing around with stuff and that, This is another one I did. This is 8 seconds, I think, as well. And yeah, quite like the effects of some of these. Some you like better than others, some you don't get quite right. This one I did get quite right. It was what I was intending to do. Not that I was intending to have anything particular, but I do know like how Amberlight works, as in, trying to get these lovely animations now. So I quite enjoy getting this one, this blue one. So yeah, I might put these in the video as well. And I was saying to my wife that this program has no limitations. It's got millions and millions of ways to do things, and come up with different shapes. Things I've never even tried, I'm sure. I know in the earlier versions and that, it's like I played with it extensively. I used to be a web designer, and I still got a channel when I used to use the art for Amberlight for the art and the thumbnails and stuff like that. So yeah, it was the great programs, these graphical things, and once you get the hang of it, I'm sure that you're achieving more. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope it's been educational. Get back to me if there's any questions that you can, and if there's any way I can help you, I would only be too happy to do so. I'll leave my email in the description. Thanks for watching.